Mr. President, Madam First Lady, all you distinguished dignitaries from around the world, and religious leaders who have joined us today, thank you. My name is Rachel, and I will always be the mother of Hersh Goldberg Polin. Hersh will always be my firstborn child. Hersh will always be my only son. And Hersh will always be 23 years old. There is much to say, but time is fleeting, so my message today will not be from me, but will be from Hersh. On day 491, during this odyssey of pain, a cherished hostage named Or Levy was released from Hamas captivity. Or asked for John and me to come and meet him. We went to the hospital where he was recovering from his torturous conditions and where he had been told his adored wife, Einav, had not survived the October 7th attacks. Or Levy shed so much light on what happened to Hersh because they were kidnapped from the same bomb shelter, they were stolen on the same pickup truck, and they were reunited 52 days later in the dark, dungeness tunnels in Gaza. Those hours that John, my husband, and I spent in the hospital with luminous Or Levy were holy time and will remain sacred to John and me forever. The message I feel compelled to share today is what Or told us. He said Hersh kept going to each of the hostages in that tunnel and sang to them a quote that he had read from Viktor Frankl's epic book, Man's Search for Meaning. Frankl was a Holocaust survivor, and he was an Austrian psychotherapist. Frankl explains in his book how he was able to endure his horrific Holocaust experience. It was by repeating an idea first touted by Friedrich Nietzsche. When you have a why, you can bear any how. When you have a why, you can bear any how. Or Levy told us that Hersh kept saying this quote over and over and over to himself and to each of the hostages who were held with him. Hersh was encouraging each of them to hone in on what would be the motivation to keep inhaling and exhaling, to keep living within the literal depths of hell on earth. After Hersh was taken, days later from that tunnel to be held elsewhere, Or Levy explained to us that every single day, several times a day, for the next 437 days, those remaining hostages in Or's tunnel would turn and ask each other, what is your why? For what purpose are you going to continue fighting another day? And how will you do it? And it became, he said, like a prayer, like an ever-present mantra. He, Eli Sharabi, Elia Cohen, and Alon Ohel, who is still there every single day, would discuss and encourage with each other, what is my why and how will I do it? On the night of August 31st, last year, which was night 330 since Hersh had been stolen from us, John called me into our bedroom and said he had seen online rumors that 6 bodies of hostages had been found in a tunnel deep under Gaza. And the rumor was that our Hersh was one of them. John handed me my book of Psalms that I keep on my bedside table, and he said, now it is time to pray. And we said Psalms for 7 hours until the Army intelligence officers, the FBI, and the United States ambassador came to our home at 4 o'clock in the morning to tell us that Hersh had been killed. The beautiful six, Eden, Ori, Almog, Alex, Carmel, and Hersh, had been held in an airless pitch-black tunnel 20 meters underground. It was only 1.60 meters in height and just 60 centimeters wide. There was no electricity nor plumbing. All of them were emaciated. Hersh, who was 1.85 meters tall, weighed 53 kilos. Delightful Eden was 1.60 meters tall. She weighed just 35 kilos. They were all bullet-ridden and filthy, having not showered in months. Hersh was shot in his only hand. His other hand had been blown off on October 7th during his abduction. He was shot in his shoulder, his neck, the side of his head below his ear, and in the back of his head. He was found frozen on his knees with his face resting on the face of Eden, a girl named after paradise. And since then, we have lived on another galaxy. Our country, Israel, is bursting with potential. It is a magnificent, complicated, textured, sacred, hurting, diverse, blessed, and battered place. It has challenges and opportunities at this fragile time of its 77th birthday. And so, my dear friend Israel, there is so much I would like to wish for you. But most supreme and urgent is the wish to reclaim the identity of the heart, core, and DNA of this treasured land. And that is getting home the remaining 59 precious hostages. This is your why, Israel. And it won't be easy, but nothing meaningful in life ever is. And it is absolutely doable, as long as people with power decide that it is an interest and an equity for them. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I am simply a regular person, but I know that every single one of you here has the ability to help make this happen. You were not put here by chance. Oh no, indeed not. This is your why. And it might be that the only reason you do it is because it is righteous, it is holy, and it may be the singular most godly thing you will do in your lives. And one day when you are called home to meet your Maker, you will be able to say that you did the right thing. You helped save these divinely kissed souls who are languishing in Gaza at this very moment as we sit here at this beautiful gathering for Israel's 77th birthday. And so, Israel, my beloved friend, from the bottom of my bruised heart, may all your wishes come true.